Hi, my name is Iniedo, and you are watching News Pop.
Hi lovers, I'm sure we are having a swell holiday season. And to make your holiday more juicy, we are here again with another controversial topic. And the topic this time is going to be about side pieces. And of course, I'm not alone. You know, I usually have guests. So I have two guests in the house. And I'll allow them to introduce themselves before we go any further. So,
Hi lovers, my name is Precious. Great to
Hi
be here.
lovers, my name is Emmanuel Okonkwo.
okay, so I have Precious and Emmanuel in the house with me today to, peruse, to really digest this topic of side pieces. So we are going to start by, knowing what is a side piece exactly. What is a side piece?
A side piece is a plan B.
Plan B.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Okay. What do you say, Emmanuel?
Yeah, you can use the word plan B. A side piece can also be someone you are seeing. Someone you are seeing while you're in a relationship. For you to have a side piece, you have to be
in a relationship. I wanted to say that
Yeah.
we are talking in the context of those that have relationships here.
Right.
So you are in a relationship and then you're having a side piece, meaning you have a side chick or a side guy.
Yeah.
So you are saying it is what? You were saying something about the side piece.
Oh yeah, I was
That
saying,
being in a relationship and all that.
yeah, you have to be in a relationship to have a side piece, to have a side guy or a side, chick. That's the way it works basically.
Okay, so who are side pieces in the first place? Who is a side chick? Who is a side guy?
A
Precious.
side chick is someone you find should I say companionship? I mean, you're in a relationship. Your partner should be your companion.
Exactly.
So I just feel side pieces are people you just want to do extra things with. Maybe some things you don't want to practice in your relationship.
Why?
Because sometimes the person you are dating or the person you are married to does not subscribe to some of the things you want. Do you understand?
So why are you
there's-
with that person?
That's another story. That's another discussion entirely.
Okay. So if you have, maybe you meet someone and then you share your thoughts, you tell the person, oh, this is what I like. I love to do this. And the person loves it too. And you'll be like, okay, let me try this with this person. And before you know it, you and that person have become,
Yeah, you have become
know,
side dishes. Okay, Emmanuel, what do you say?
Okay. First, the side chick is, from the name chick. Is a woman that you are seeing on the side, like a man. Funny enough, it could actually even be that a woman is seen on the side, but let's not digress. But it could be a woman that you are seeing on the side.
Okay.
While you have a relationship. And like she said, it could be the reason why people have side pieces to start with can be because, okay, I'm going to speak from a woman's perspective now. Women are judged by the society more often, right? And there are things that she can't do with her partner because of fear of being judged. Imagine a woman just wakes up one day and decides that, okay, she wants to try this new stuff. The man can be like, I don't get. Have I married a prostitute?
I'm sorry to
or
cut
like,
you.
what's this?
I'm sorry to cut you.
Okay.
Why are you speaking from a woman's point of view? You are a man.
Because these are things I've seen, and these are things that I've been
I would like you
speaking-
to speak from a man's point of view. We can do the woman. We are well able to do the woman's point. Tell me from your own point of view. What is a side chick to you?
Okay.
Yes, to a man.
Okay,
Who
to
is a
man,
side
to
chick?
me,
Yes.
Right? A side chick is a woman that I'm seeing on the side while I have
I'm
a
in a
relationship.
relationship. Okay, so we have established that side pieces are, either a side chick or a side guy that you are seeing on the side, separate from your primary relationship. So now I'm going to ask, why do people have side pieces? You're already in a relationship, so why do you need a side piece? Why?
because sometimes your partner does not want to
Subscribe to the things.
bless you. Your partner might not like some of the things you're bringing or you're saying. Oh yes.
Okay, why are you in a relationship with someone that you don't have things
know,
in common with.
You cannot have everything in common with your partner. That's what, yes.
Nobody's 100%.
Nobody, yes. You
Fine.
can't get it 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there are some things that you would love to do with your partner, but your partner is not willing to do that with you. So you find someone that can do that with you, and then you make that person, oh, okay, you're my plan B. If my plan A is not working, I will just switch to this person and then come back to my plan A again. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Emmanuel, what do you say?
Okay, I believe people have side pieces just to fill a void.
Okay.
Right? Like she
Right.
said, there are people that don't subscribe to some things you want to do. Imagine me as a guy. I am with this person, right? And I have some weird fantasies. I won't call it weird, but I have some fantasies. And I speak to my partner about it, and she doesn't belong to that school of thought. She's not willing to do those things. Me, I mean, I want to fulfill my fantasies, right? I'd rather have someone that can do these things with. Do you understand?
Wow. Okay, from what you both have said, the reason to have a side piece is basically sexual. Am I right or
No,
wrong?
not all the time.
Not in all
Not all
cases.
the time.
Okay, not in all cases, but
There are
in
some
most
people
cases.
that just need people to talk to.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Exactly. So why would you be in a relationship with someone and not be able to talk to the person and then
What if
looking
the
for
person
somebody
is busy?
else?
Most
The
times,
person might be
listen,
busy.
But did you not know the person will be busy before getting involved with the
Most
person?
times,
Most
it doesn't
times,
start
not in
off
that.
that way.
Exactly.
When you start off that way, it could be like when you met this person, they were an excellent conversationalist, but along the line, there was just a decline.
Okay, so why don't you talk to the person about it? Why don't you have a discussion with your partner at
That's
the point that you are not getting what you bargained for in this relationship? Like it's not going where you thought. It's not leading to where you thought it
In most
would lead
cases, it may
to.
not be
Why
that
don't you
fault.
have a conversation that Oga, Madam, this thing, something is happening here. We are not flowing. I'm not getting the best. You're not giving me attention. I'm not getting fulfilled sexually. And then you have a conversation about it. And then you now come to a conclusion or a compromise that can work for both, for both parties. Why do you have to involve a third party?
Because sometimes after having that conversation with your partner, and then your partner says, okay, I'll change, I promise you. The change doesn't just come once. It will take time, and you won't even know when the change has come. Do you understand? It might take, no. What I'm trying to say is you may not know, okay, you can't say, okay, this change is coming today. This person will change today because it can't just come once. It will take time.
It's a process.
So in that time, in that process, you're already talking to someone outside. You are having a conversation with someone. You meet a plan B, and then it's going well. You feel like, okay, this person is working with this person, and at some point you will not even want to give your partner that time again. And
exactly,
you just be like,
because you already have a plan
this
B.
person. Yes, so it doesn't just that change does not just come once. It doesn't happen immediately.
Okay.
It takes time. Yes.
What do you say, Emmanuel?
Well, she's right. There are sometimes that you just have to be patient with people. You have to give them the benefit of the doubt. In most cases, right, like I said, sometimes this decline may not be their fault. It may not be the fault of these people. It could be trauma. It could be bad life experiences. It could be, okay, for example, now
Trauma, bad life experiences.
For example, if when you met this person, like I said, you were an excellent conversationalist.
Okay.
And along the line there was a decline. Maybe they lost a parent or they lost somebody very close to them, and suddenly they are just not that person they used to be anymore. What kind of conversation can you have that can change that? Most times it just wouldn't happen, and you wouldn't want to lose a good thing because sometimes you just have to just.
But in that kind of situation, it takes a working now. It takes a working, and it also involves the other partner. If it's in a situation like you mentioned that the person is bereaved, yes, it is okay and it is understandable to have a period of bereavement. Like when the person is mourning and all that, and then as the partner, you should be able to understand with that person that this person is in a phase.
I am a partner, but I'm also human.
Oh,
good.
Okay,
No,
well
right.
done. Well done.
it's
So
a fact.
if
What if the mourning takes forever?
Forever,
Some
that's
people
the thing. Some people don't grieve.
don't
Grief doesn't end
at
sometimes.
all.
It doesn't end.
They don't get out of it. It doesn't just go easily.
why don't you leave the relationship?
Well, it's not easy to leave a good thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, so you are saying it's a good thing. If it's a good thing, why are you having plan B? Wow. So now, are you going to tell me that having a side piece is healthy?
No, it's not.
Oh, It's not.
It's not.
Please explain yourself.
I know the truth is bitter. See, if you're in a relationship and you're having a side piece, side chick, side guy, trust me, you will have issues in the main relationship. That one is, there's no way you can escape it. You must have issues. No matter how you try to cover it up, no matter how you try to hide it, it will come out one day. It's not healthy at all.
Well, you told me
Yes.
that the reason for a side piece is because the main piece is not giving you all you want, or there's something lacking, or you know. So if that is the case, why should it not be a problem? Because as you are having your main piece, the side piece is giving you what you are lacking for your primary relationship. So it's like they don't merge. So where should the problem come from? Emmanuel, Eva.
Okay, are you complaining about the fact that we say it's healthy?
No, I'm not complaining. I'm asking,
asking,
is it healthy? Is it healthy to have a side
listen,
piece?
It's not healthy because, first, if you have a side piece, and let me tell you, there's going to be constant you trying to create time, trying to make sure that you both don't meet each other. Like your partner and your partner doesn't find out basically.
Yes.
It's like you're going to be making sure at every point in time that she doesn't find out or that he doesn't find out. So that alone is like it's a mental strain on its own.
Okay,
So, and there's the part of STIs, STDs, and everything.
When it comes to sexual.
wait, let's put a pin on that. Okay, when you say that it's going to be a problem and all that, the reason why you have a side piece in the first place is to fill a void.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you saying now that the trouble of not making your primary partner find out, of hiding and all that, is not worth it? It's like, it's not worth the risk involved, is not worth the compensation.
Well, the end will always justify the means.
Meaning? Meaning what?
We all do things that we know are bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
really?
take food that we know are harmful to us, but we still take it
We
because
still take it.
just for the pleasure, just for the fun of it. So I mean.
Okay, so you're
that's just why we
telling
are
me
doing
now
it.
that having a side piece is just for the pleasure of it?
Of
Oh,
course,
well.
now.
No, Precious does not agree.
It's not like I don't agree.
It will always be for the fun of it.
Is
That's
what?
Well,
Oh, fun.
for the fun
Okay,
of
if you
it.
say that you are feeling a void, if there's a void, in my own understanding, it's something important. Okay, let's take companionship, for instance. If you have a partner, like you said, who's busy with work, who doesn't have time for, his female partner or male partner, and then that partner is feeling lonely, even though you're in a relationship, you are feeling lonely. Like your partner doesn't have time for you, you don't have time to go out, you guys don't go out, you don't bond, you don't all that. And then, of course, especially women, although I know that men too need attention, I discovered that. But women, they are attention seekers. They like attention.
Yes.
You give a woman attention and then you have her. So if that is lacking in her relationship, and then she goes ahead to seek it outside, which is usually the case. If you don't have attention you will seek it outside. And once you get it outside, you are stuck. So do you call that pleasure or a necessity?
Thinking about it now, it's actually both. It's actually both because the instance you mentioned, right? The instance you mentioned is actually a necessity. For cases where you are not really lacking anything, you are just bored basically, or maybe you just want to explore.
Yeah.
Then we can call it fun.
Okay.
But where there's a
Bored
void
and
to be
explore,
filled,
they are two
for
different. If
example-
you are bored, being bored is justifiable. It's a thing. You can be bored in your relationship, of course, especially if you have been with someone for a while, or and things have become monotonous. It is okay to be bored.
Right.
But being bored and wanting to explore, there are different things, And then I think it's okay to want to explore too, because you can't just be. That's why we have different food, you can't just be eating eba every day. You can't just be eating rice like Nigerians now. We eat rice and we don't tire, That's why you want to eat porridge, you want to eat efo, you want to eat pounded yam, and we don't see that as being bad, So will you say that?
If the exploring is not done with your partner, then that you can call it bad.
Okay, so but that's what you are saying now, that the reason why you would have a side chick is because you want to explore.
Yeah.
So if you are exploring with side chick, it's not your partner now.
Well,
If you are seeking attention with side chick, it's not your partner now.
Yeah.
So
True.
we are still saying the same thing, that all these things is because it is what is lacking in your main relationship. That is why there's a side chick. Okay, now so I'm asking that, is it healthy? And then you say it's not healthy. But then, like these reasons we are giving now, won't you say that it is healthy for these reasons? Like if you lack companionship now, will you now just kuku stay with somebody, collect
that's the problem.
collect the companionship, wait, then come back home?
I think
Okay.
it's a choice of words.
Okay.
If you say in those cases, it's understandable and justifiable.
But it's not healthy.
Yeah, in the general sense.
Oh, it is understandable and it is justifiable, but it is not healthy.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Simply put.
Okay. Can I go ahead to ask that, are there advantages and disadvantages of having a
course.
side piece?
Of course.
Okay, I would like to hear the advantages first.
Okay. Well, okay, from what angle? From the side pieces angle or from the angle of the person that has the side piece?
I think I'd like to know the two.
The
But
two.
let's start with the person who is having a side piece.
Chick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For a man, right? When he has a side chick, first, he doesn't really do. I believe that that a man will not really do as much spending as he would do with his main partner.
Excuse me.
Cases.
Excuse
In many
me.
cases.
Bagam.
Say that again.
I said a man, in many cases, right? A man may not really do as much spending as he would do with his main partner.
Please, do you believe that?
No, I don't.
They spend more on side chicks now. What do you mean?
No,
They
I don't
spend more
believe
on men spend more on side chicks.
There are men that, when they are traveling outside the country,
Hey.
they travel with their side chicks.
Exactly.
Their wives might just...
At home.
Now, this is the married people. Their wives will be at home. Maybe they've not been to that country before. But they
Never.
will take their side chicks. If they are going to Canada, they go with their side chicks. If
Yeah.
they are going to Japan, they go with them. They're going to Kenya.
With shopping, though.
But the wives
They will
will
shop,
still
oh.
be in... Yeah, we're shopping. I mean,
Hey.
in a very beautiful, classy, luxurious hotel.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
your wife will just be at home. So I don't think
Tending
I agree with you
to
on that.
the house.
I don't agree. That one.
Okay, what other points?
Spend
Man,
more.
that
It's
first
okay,
one,
it's okay.
that first one no
It's
good.
okay to disagree.
So Emmanuel, what other advantages is there of having a side chick?
Okay. Having a side chick can just be an opportunity to distress. Maybe when there's friction in your relationship or marriage, that can be an opportunity for you to distress, because you can just basically go meet your side chick and just relax and just ease every form of stress that you had with that your partner gave to you, that kind of thing.
I totally agree with you. You know, when you're not finding that comfort, I say, a peace in your relationship, and you just feel like, oh, let me just go there and just relax a little, and then you relax, come back, you are fine, you are better.
You don't care, that kind of
Yeah, at least I'm better now. Let me just cool off and rest, So I totally agree with you on that.
Okay, but that's fine. But there's an upside to it, because when you go to cool off and then you come back, and then because you have cooled off, you are not invested. Assuming that there was a misunderstanding before you left the house, and then you decided to go and cool off. When you come back now, it's like you're not invested in the misunderstanding again. So it's not. Yeah. How do I explain this? You're
letting it go in another way.
Exactly. So it's not like you are coming back for a mending.
No.
You are just yes, you are coming back with
Except if your partner is ready to
I don't
mend.
care, like you are on your own,
If
like
not,
I beg, I don't have time. So with that kind of mindset, like, okay, every time there's an issue, I go out to distress, and then I come back and then
sorry to cut you short. Actually, in psychology, there's something called sublimation. It's a way of using positive, or it's a way of using situations or things to make you feel better instead of as opposed to using dissociation. Dissociation is when you use how do I put this now? Okay, for example, it's when you exact your anger or anything on someone you see as weaker or someone you are having issues with, as opposed to sublimation. Sublimation is when you use other things. Like, for example, if you're angry, instead of lashing out on you got into a heated argument with your neighbor, instead of lashing out on him, instead you go and do your laundry or you go and do something else. in that way, not only have you avoided being called a hot-headed person by lashing out on that person, you have also, on the flip side, you also have a clean home. You also have clean clothes, but you do the laundry. So that's the way sublimation
Okay.
works.
Okay, so
So instead of staying in that home,
wait.
Don't
So
wait. Just go out
so
and
the
be
side
stressed.
chick is the laundry now because this one now you're not washing clothes. Are you washing human
That's
being?
basically what
Okay.
that's how
I'm
sublimation
just saying, let's bring it home. So you will now go out and go and wash your side chick. I don't understand. So when you now come back home, my own is that when you come back home now, that tension that you left in the house, how do you solve it? Because now you come back relaxed. Because somebody has pampered you on the other side. But this person is still, but then you are not invested. You ignore the person.
Will still be angry at that time.
See, let me tell you.
Yeah,
When-
the
see,
whole
do you know
thing would have
that?
cooled off now.
It's easy for people to pick up energies, even your partner. When you're with a positive energy around the person, they will have no other option to pick up that positive energy. If you are you were angry before you left home, then you come back relaxed. She might pick up on that and also become relaxed herself. She'll be like, okay, what's going on? He's happy, okay.
Okay.
That might make you equally happy.
Okay.
You can say
But
what?
you know that the issue remains.
Well, it remains, and you can
The
always
issue
talk about
remains,
it when.
and then
Matter of fact,
there's always a.
I understand. Matter of
You
fact,
start building a
issues are
gap
actually resolved when there is less friction, when the friction has died down.
That's if you revisit it.
Of course, there should
That's if you revisit because you might not revisit it again because you like, well, I don't have time. Me, I've got to go and sort myself. So you might not even be thinking in that line again. Yes, the right thing to do is to revisit, but you might not feel invested. Like, well, I don't have time, Joe. Can you go to Batu Tibere? I'll just go out again. You just go out. So you just keep, going creating distance. You keep going out when there's an issue. You keep going out. So you keep creating the distance until one day you both cannot stand each other and you're like, okay, what am I even doing here? Like, and then you now make the side something.
Plan B.
Exactly. You make it a permanent abode, or you now change.
As if it works.
Side. Yes.
That's if it works. Because really, a side. I've really never seen a side. Well, from a guy's perspective, I've really never seen a side guy that wants to become the main. It really happens.
Because there are many.
No, you are talking. Okay, see, you are confusing me now because now you are talking about a guy who is a side guy.
Okay.
Not a guy who has a side chick.
No, you said.
I'm talking about a guy who has a side chick.
You said at the end of the day, you may just be like, okay, you'll be like, what am I even doing here? Let me just even go and meet this person and just be with that person. That's what you said. And then I came in and said, in most cases, it may not always even work like that because that may never be the aftermath. Because even this person you have as a side piece may not want you as the main.
Exactly.
They don't want you as their main because with everything they are seeing you do, you think they want to be with you.
No.
They already know that you are disloyal, you are a cheater, you are a liar. They don't want to be with you. So that's the way it works.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, you are just on your own. Or maybe just find someone neutral or someone new and just.
You find another plan B or plan C.
Okay.
Keep finding plan.
Keep finding
till reach plan
Z.
So I haven't heard the advantages of having a side piece, that's a side chick or a side guy. Now let's talk about the advantages of being one or being a side piece, either as a side chick or as a side guy. What are the advantages, if there are any?
Yeah, there are advantages, many actually.
Okay.
A side guy will always get her best performance. That's the best performance of the person is a side guy too. Because most of the times in side guy, side piece relationships, that kind of thing, it is because the reason why a woman or a man might have a side piece is because there's something that is lacking, or because there are things that they just can't do with their partner, and they just don't want to suppress their fantasies, and they rather fulfill it somewhere else. So
now you're talking sexual.
Well, I'm talking sexual, yeah. And there's something I've noticed in many relationships like that. It's because it is that side guys always have most of the time of. Or let me say, always have most sex. I've noticed that they always have more sex than the main person has.
What do you mean with the?
Listen, a side guy would always have more sex with the person is a side guy too than the person
than the owner of the team.
Exactly, than the person. I've noticed that. And then yeah.
And why is that? Sorry. I'm sorry to cut you. Why is that? Why is that the case?
Have more sex, right?
Yes.
Like I said, maybe she's just probably trying to fulfill her fantasies, and there are just some things that she cannot do with her partner that she'd rather do with him. So if you are able to do a lot of things with this person, you want to continue doing it with that person constantly. In fact, a woman can deprive her partner of sex for a whole month and keep having sex with her side guy.
So why doesn't she
Because she wants to just
why don't you kuku be with the side guy?
Well, you answer that you're a woman. Why do women not want to let go?
No comments. No comments. So please continue.
Okay. Well, I've also noticed that side guys rarely spend, and I think there was a confusion earlier when you asked me the advantages of side guy. And then I said men, when they have side chicks, they rarely spend, and that was where the confusion came in. I was meant to say side guys rarely spend. They're the ones that don't do the spending. They do little to no spending, because that's where the boyfriend comes in. Why are you a side guy and then you are the one carrying the woman you are a side guy to Santorini to why is that a responsibility?
So it
Just
means
maybe
that
have your fun.
oh wow. So that means that side guys they don't spend at all. So are you saying
They
that
understand that
they
they're there for a good time, not a long time.
okay,
They're
so
there for a good time, not
a long time.
time.
Oh wow, that's
understand
profound.
that.
Profound. So if you are there for a good time, not a long time. So in this good time, you do no spending. So you mean that okay? So that means that the person you are a side guy to does all the spending.
Not her necessarily.
No, like
Her
if you are a side guy to a female now, so that means the female will be doing all the spending on you because you are the side guy. Okay, let's take the situation you said, for instance, now fulfilling fantasies and all that. So that is sexual. So the side guy gives her more sex, or she has more sex with the side guy. Yet the side guy is not spending anything. She's spending for the side guy.
Funny enough, there doesn't even have to be spendings at all. You just have to meet. Listen, in most cases, in most cases of side guy relationships, that kind of thing, it's purely sexual. So why are you spending? Is it not just to meet and have sex?
Okay, meet where?
In most cases.
In most cases, then I'm sorry, meet where?
Well,
If you're gonna meet,
the meetings can happen many times in the guy's house. So what are you spending?
Okay, in the guy's house. Okay, so
What
when you meet, when the lady comes to your place, you don't entertain.
And I'm glad I said little to no spending.
You don't gift gifts.
That's where little. See, I said little to no spending.
Oh wow.
Of course, you can't say when you are. Regardless of whatever situation it is, look at it as having a visitor over. You can't bring a visitor over and not entertain them. It doesn't make any sense. So the same thing applies. Your person you're a side guy to comes over, you guys have fun, you entertain her with drinks, food, even if you smoke, if you drink, you do all that, and then you guys go your separate ways till you meet again, and the cycle continues. So there doesn't have
So
to
you are
be
not obligated in any way
not necessarily
to provide anything.
Yeah, because you are not in a committed relationship now. Why are you doing all that? If you want to, it's because you want to, not because you have to.
Wow.
You just did out of your generous heart, or out of the fact that okay, I like this person. Not only because I'm not going to say because I'm just having sex with you, then. But I like you as a person. I'm attracted to you. I'm having sex with you. I like the time. I like the fun we're having. So I can just do little spendings here and there, and that's it. I don't have to go overboard. I can just do some little spendings here and there. If there are some little needs I can take care of, I can do that. But I don't have to go overboard. I am not your boyfriend. I am not your husband.
Wow.
You're just a main guy.
Why? It's just a side guy.
Side
guy.
I'm just a shoulder to cry on.
Oh.
Like they say, a shoulder to cry on is a dick to ride on. Forgive my friend,
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, Precious, what do you think is the advantages of being a side piece, a side chick?
Okay, for the woman's part,
Yes.
it's because most times it's because the main guy might not have the finances and the money to sponsor maybe the babe to have that luxurious lifestyle she wants, take her shopping, buy clothes for her, designers, and then she has this guy outside that does all of that for her. That's like an advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. So in most cases, So that's just the advantage. Then I don't think there's anything.
There's no other
Nah,
advantage.
I don't think so for the woman's part, except you just want to be flirting or having fun with a random guy. I mean, yeah.
Okay, but what about a woman, whether in a relationship or in a marriage, that has a side guy? Why would she have a side guy? We have said that, Emmanuel was saying that the main reason to have a side guy or to be is purely sexual.
Yes.
So having a side as a babe now, being a side chick, so it can be sexual.
Not necessarily.
It
Doesn't
can be
have
in
to
most
be.
cases.
Not most
Not
cases.
in most
Well,
cases.
many cases.
Being
Being
a
a side
side
chick, right?
yes, now
course,
being,
you
not
can
to
just
have
be for the
being.
sex, just
Because what if you have a main guy and then the main guy is not giving you all the things you need or whatever, and then you can also be a side somebody to a side somebody. Do you understand what I'm saying? You
That
can be
is
a side
giving
chick to a side guy.
That is giving you everything you need.
No. Okay, so what I mean is that, as a female, as a woman being a side piece, you have said that some of the advantage of being a side chick is that, okay, you get privileges, you get gifts from, what your main boyfriend cannot give to you. You get as privilege from somebody else. But I'm also saying that, could it be sexual? That can you also get sexual privileges? But I'm looking at it in a different way that, okay, you are a side chick to someone, but you could also have a side guy as a side chick for sexual purposes.
You can't, as a side chick, you can't have a side guy if the guy doesn't have a relationship.
Okay,
He has to
well,
have
yes.
a relationship. So that doesn't work.
So he's not a side guy.
okay,
in that
so
case.
okay. So I understand you now. So the advantages of a side chick, of being a side chick, is just purely for the privileges.
For the privileges.
It cannot be for sex.
Not necessarily.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
I know. See,
Sex.
no. Not in all cases. Not in all cases. Yes, you can.
Because you know that the person that is soliciting the side chick, the person that wants the side chick, that you are a side chick to, part of the reason I want you as a side chick is for sexual pleasure. The thing they cannot do with their own chick, maybe their own chick is closed, is rigid or something, and their clothes is just missionary. But in my but side chicks are known to be hot. They can do anything, they can do and undo, tumble and everything. So that is part of the reason that someone will have you as a side chick. So are you saying that you as a side chick cannot also have that reason, as an advantage of being a side chick?
Please say that again. Me as a side chick, I cannot have that reason as an
No,
advantage.
okay, as a side chick, someone has you as a side chick to fulfill sexual pleasure.
Yeah.
So you as a side chick, you are not also enjoying that favor of, the sexual experience. That, okay, what I'm saying is that, are you saying that the only benefit you get as a side chick is just the monetary gifts and all?
Yes.
You don't even you don't get sexual pleasure
no,
as
because you are getting it from your main guy, but you are not getting the privileges. Like the gifts, the trips, the shopping spare and everything. Do you understand? So the sex thing, no.
But some people have some people have side. Okay, well, let me not confuse this thing. You are the side chick.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have a side guy that gives you gifts and all that and all that. But then what I'm saying is that it is possible for you to okay, you were saying that the person has to, it's possible for you to have a side guy. Even though you're a side chick, it's possible for you to have a side guy who is also in a relationship, but who is also fulfilling your sexual pleasure.
That's long throats now. I don't understand. You have a main guy.
You have a main guy.
But the main guy does not have all the money you need.
Yes, he's not
But he
spoiling you.
satisfies you well.
How do you know?
No, I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying, that it is possible. So it is possible to have a side piece for different things. You are a side chick now.
For different things.
Yes, you are a side chick because you're a side chick to someone who's funding your excesses,
You can have
giving
a
you
side
gifts.
piece for
Then you can also
money.
have,
You can have a side
yes,
piece for companionship. You can have a
side piece for sex, you can just keep having,
You can have as much
you can just keep having side pieces.
long short as you say.
That's long
Long
throats.
throats, exactly. Long
Because
throat,
why
because
would
you
you
still
have
have.
so many? You have this one for this one for that. No, that's too much. That's too much. It will affect you mentally, I think. Because I don't understand why you have to do that. Why?
But if you're not getting the fulfillment you want from your main relationships, your primary relationships, what do you now do? And then you are getting, companionship for someone. You have this person, and you know that all these side pieces, they don't. Some of them don't usually start as side pieces.
Yes.
Right.
They usually start as friendships. Maybe you just have one guy friend that you are able to talk to. This person. My boyfriend even did me this. You guys flow. Because there's really nothing in between you. I've realized that sometimes when there's a platonic relationship between two, you can actually tell the person anything.
Yes.
It's when sex now enters that it now starts getting complicated. So if you have this friend now and then you gist, you talk and all that, and then one night or one day your main somebody annoys you or does something, and then you are looking for a shoulder to cry on, and then you go to this your friend, and then shoulder to cry on you turn to chest to cry on, turn
To ride on.
to dick to ride on. And that person now has automatically, because usually those things, sometimes it can be a one-time thing, but most of the time, it will just keep going, and then that person automatically becomes a side piece like that. So that would be like someone you can go to when you're down and you need a shoulder to cry on, or you have a problem with your main guy and you need to distress or something. So that is one. Then there's also the other side person that funds your lavish lifestyle, the kind of lifestyle that you want. So that's someone who does a separate thing, who funds your lifestyle, and someone has a shoulder to lean on. So what I'm trying to say is that it's possible for you to have side piece for for different reasons, and I don't know whether to say that's good or bad, or what now happens. What now happens to your main relationship? Is there a reason for a main relationship again when you now have different side pieces to fill different
There's no reason for a main relationship if you want to.
If they keep feeling different voids, so there'll be no need for
at all.
a main
Why
relationship.
are you having a main relationship? Continue with the pieces that you've left there.
Matter of fact, even if you do with these people, with these model people, when you now get into a relationship, it will be hard to maintain that relationship because you are used to having more.
Yes, exactly.
So it becomes a habit.
Oh wow,
that's not good.
It's not good.
Okay, so I think that's part of the disadvantages. Yes. So let's talk about the disadvantages now of having a side piece and of being a side piece.
Man,
it will mess with your mental health. That's just the truth, because at some point
of having or being.
Of being.
Okay.
Yes, because sometimes you.
Sometimes you get jealous, you show.
Exactly.
Of
course.
Sometimes you want to meet that your side piece. Your side piece, your side guy, and he's not available.
Yes, because it's within the main.
And you are like,
that's when knowing your place comes in. You need to know your place.
You need to know your
Understand
place.
your role. Don't do more than
more than yourself. It comes with a lot of things. It comes with a lot of things.
It comes with a script.
It comes with a script. Yes. It's not just something you just go into and then you feel like, I can do this, and you just want to leave. No. And when you get into it, when you start doing it, it's really hard to
stop.
Especially from the female side.
Okay.
It's really, really hard, because when you start enjoying all the trips, when you start enjoying all the luxury lifestyle, and then you want to go back, you're not seeing all those things again. You'll be like, oh, let me do it one more time, and you find out you are used to it. You can't come out of it.
So when you are doing these things now, being a side piece, is your emotion involved?
Is it?
Is it possible for your emotions not to be involved?
100%. Well, yeah,
not
100%. You can, really.
For your emotions not to be involved?
Exactly, you can.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, well, okay.
That's why I always say this
No.
kind of thing is not for everybody.
It is not,
It's not
for
for
everybody.
everybody.
Exactly.
Ideally, I don't think you should get your emotions involved because that's where you get burnt. It will hurt you, but that's where jealousy starts to come in, and that's where you want to assume the main position by all means.
Yeah, because you know that you are
And you know you
inside.
shouldn't be doing that.
But then, as human beings, sometimes can you control these things? Sometimes
Yes,
you
you
know
can't.
your
That's
your
true.
emotion will not seek your consent before getting
At
involved.
all.
It will not seek your
Right.
consent before getting involved. Now,
You
so
just
you
see that thing you are lacking in the other relationship, and before you know it, you are in, and you start asking yourself that how did this happen? How did I get
Exactly.
into it? How did this whole thing start? You know, so I don't know how people do it without their emotions
being
being
involved. Okay, so I think that
That's
should
magic.
also be one of the disadvantages.
Yes.
Because you could get your emotions involved and then you could get
Yes,
burnt.
Yes.
Because well, you are a side piece for a reason. So you are not the main piece. So if you are just getting your emotions involved, you are going to get burnt somehow. But I still believe that it's not in all cases too. Because like I said before, some side pieces end up being main piece.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah, so they end up being, but I think that will also involve both parties. You know, it's not just on one side. You can't just decide, you know, the side chick cannot just decide that, I want to be the main piece, and then you just
It
be the
doesn't
main.
work
It
that
doesn't work that way. So the person you are the side
You know,
chick.
funny enough, there are some side pieces that actually get into that side chick relationship in hopes that they will become
Or
the main
being,
chick.
yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. And sometimes it works for them because this thing too, I think it's a game playing. Yeah, in some cases it's a game play. So if you play your cards right, if you know what's lacking, if you can just, you know, suck the man in or the woman, if you know what's lacking and what the person wants and all that, it's possible for you to become the major. But to maintain it is what I don't know, you know. So Emmanuel, what are you going to say are the disadvantages of being a side chick or being a side guy and
hen.
of having a side guy?
Okay.
Or being a side guy.
Let me tell you, philandering is expensive. Humanizing is expensive.
Yeah.
So if you have a side chick, understand that you're going to spend, and it's going to affect your finances. Right. So that's I feel like that's one of the main.
You can have a budget for it. Because I want to believe that most Nigerian men, they have budget for side chick. In their budget, as they are budgeting like this, they have
this is for
there's
side
side chick
chick.
budget. There's no how. There's
Wife.
Shino budget. There's Shino budget.
Yes. That's it.
Okay, so what's the disadvantage of being a side guy?
Well, that's where there's a place of jealousy. Jealousy can come in, and then you want to now assume the main position. And you know, that's not. In fact, I would strongly advise you don't even do that because in the end, you would. In fact, it's a definitely thing. You would definitely get burned.
Are you sure in all cases?
Well, in majority of the cases, really, because I've seen these things play out countless times, and that's the way these things end out.
But there's
At the
still
end
a
of
minority that does not end that way.
Well, like I always say, there will always be exceptions.
To the rule, yes.
Sometimes
It
the
does not
exceptions
negate
don't
the
even
rule.
matter in the grand scheme of things.
I don't believe. I always believe in those exceptions, even if it's 1%. I always believe, yes, it's white, but I always believe in those exceptions that, you know, something can always be different, can always go differently from what we assume, even if everybody believes that, this is the way it's supposed to go, this is the way it should go. But there's sometimes, few times, it always goes the other way.
And when you go with the exceptions, when you make the exceptions the standard, and when you use the exceptions as a judging metric, you now have a false sense of that particular thing.
It's not that you should use it as a judging metric, but you should be aware of it.
Awareness.
Just keep an open mind. That's just it. Keep an open mind. Don't keep a closed mind that bam, this is it. This is where it's going to end. Keep an open mind, even if it's a window. Just keep it open. That okay, there's a likelihood. There's just this, 1%, and that percent, even though it's one, it's actually it goes a long way. It's not. It might be insignificant. It might be insignificant, but it is there. So it's a thing.
It's there nonetheless.
So now, to the most interesting part of all, how do you know that you are a side piece? Because I know that a lot of people, they are in relationships with themselves. They are in relationships thinking that, oh, I'm the main chick, especially females. They think, I'm his main chick, I'm his main chick. Meanwhile,
You are a
you are not
side
even his main chick at all. There's a side chick and then
Now,
there's a main chick.
this is why every relationship should be defined from the beginning. You ask the person, either the guy or the lady, what do you want? What are we having? Are we having a serious relationship? Is it a relationship that will lead to marriage, or you just want a one-night stand, or you just want us to, have fun?
Exactly.
Yes. If you don't get it right, if you don't know all these things, if you don't define it from the beginning, you might just be in a relationship with yourself.
Exactly. But some people, when they start a relationship, they'll say, let's see how it goes. That I can't really tell from now, but let's see how let's see where it takes us. Let's see where it takes us.
And then,
cases when that person doesn't see it.
yes, you already know that this person is not sure. I mean, why would you say, hey, let's see how it goes?
It's possible now. You can say let's see how it goes, especially maybe
If
someone.
you are sure about a person, you
someone
already know
who-
where this
yes,
is.
No.
So there's no let's see how it
I
goes.
agree with you, Emmanuel. If you are sure with this person, you already know where the relationship is
Right.
going. I mean, because you can't just meet,
Okay.
except you are meeting that person today and you are saying, okay, let's
no.
date.
Let's-
That's why you can say, let's see how it goes. But this is somebody you've what's this word? Somebody you figured, maybe see yourself with in future, like you've thought of. I'm
willing
trying
to
to
build with
look
this
for.
person. You see a future with
You
this
see a
person.
future with
Right.
this person. God
Okay,
bless you.
what if you see a future with this person, but maybe you are coming from a place of trauma? Maybe you had a heartbreak, some time ago, and you are just trying to get yourself back, and then you are just in between. Of course, this is somebody you like to be with and all that, but you are just not sure yet. You are not sure
no,
about
That's what I always say.
releasing your heart.
That's what I always say.
So you just
It
want
is
to
very advisable.
you are stepping on toes. You are
understand.
stepping on. You
How
just
about
want
you
to
tell that
you
person?
just want to be
understand,
careful.
but that's
Yes,
why I
so
say-
you tell the person and then you say, let's
That's
see
why
how
it's
it
very
goes. That's why you say,
advisable
let's see how it
to
goes.
to belong to the school of thought that therapy is very necessary.
Yeah.
Because you can't leave a person second guessing themselves. Because now you're saying, okay, what if the person came from a place of trauma and you're saying, okay, let's see how this goes. Now you're already leaving the person second guessing themselves. And they don't know where they stand with you. They are very unsure. It's like they're shaky. It's like that foundation is shaky. So I advise, go for therapy or heal
Before
going into a relationship. So you don't stress somebody else.
Save your, don't
Wait
stress yourself
now,
and the other person.
that I don't believe that people can get completely healed before going into another relationship. Yeah, it's possible for you to actually heal. There are people who go without relationship for 2-3 years that they want to completely heal, but it's not everybody. Because
At least let it be like
sometimes
70%
you
now,
need
80%.
somebody else to heal. It's not in all times that you can heal by yourself. Sometimes you need external help. You need
Maybe
somebody
before
else.
you need that
You
person,
need
must have
love
known
to
that
heal.
You just say it in your head that, okay, I am ready. Even though I'm not completely healed, I am ready to be in another relationship. I know
Exactly, and that's why you are in
not.
one, and that's why you say, let's see where it takes us. But I think that's let's see where it takes us. There should be a duration. If you're going to say, let's see where it takes us, let's say, okay, let's see where this takes us, and then in the next 3 months or in the next 6 months, sit down again to have that discussion. Like, okay, now, where do we go from here? Okay, we've been together 3 months, we've been together 6 months, and then we've given each other time to see where it's going. So now, where is it going? I think that is still okay if you're going to say,
But what
okay.
if you
So you're
find
really gonna put
someone
someone
in a
on hold.
space?
I'm gonna put someone on hold for
And
no
what
6
if you now
months.
find somebody in a
So
space
what-
of that 3 months
Exactly.
to 6 months?
And-
You are putting that other person that,
on
okay,
hold?
chill. Let me check this other person out too.
No, why
And
you
what
are
if
saying,
after the duration of that 6 months, it happens that you're not interested in what this person wants?
You
wasted
wasted
someone's time.
somebody's 3 months, just like that.
well, like I always say, it takes two, So if the other party does not agree to it, that no,
Yes.
it's a different thing. We say no, I can't do that. I can't put my life on hold for 3-6 months just for you to make up your mind. No, I don't want to do that. If the other person agrees, that's the only time you can do it. If the other person agrees, okay, it's fine. Let's see where it takes us. I'm also, checking things out. So let's see, in 3 months, we can have the discussion again. And if you are cool with it, okay, let's go ahead. But if you are not cool with it, the person cannot do it. by themselves now. So it has to take two, you know. So we were saying about about knowing if you are a side chick. So
okay.
let's
Well,
not
I feel
lose
like
that
the
train of
signs
thought.
you watch out for when you're trying to find out if your partner is cheating. It's kind of like the signs you find out when you want to know if you're a side piece or not. One of them is inconsistency, nonchalance. They already have time for you.
Yes.
It's like this minute. Okay, like this minute, you guys are all laughing, bubbly, like you're all lovey-dovey and everything. And next thing you know, like they're gone.
Gone to where?
Till 2 days before they come back to you and show love and everything. Those are things that can make you start second guessing.
Yes.
That's true, but it's possible for somebody to be present and yet they are still side piece.
You will still notice that absence in their presence.
How will you notice it?
There's a lot of things. They have so many signs you will notice.
Like.
You can't be present and be absent I beg your pardon, absent at the same time, with somebody you see as your main person. I lie. It can't
Present
work.
and absent, how now?
It can't work. They will always be, you'll be absent-minded sometimes. Maybe when you are discussing or maybe when you are doing stuff. So
you
not
say
there.
something, you say, I didn't tell you. I thought I told you.
I thought I told you.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Oh, sorry, I thought I told you.
I thought I
mentioned
told
it
you.
to
Or
you.
you don't say, that
Why?
thing that
What did you
say, no,
Oh,
it's not
remember
you.
when I told you this
Remember,
time? What did you tell me?
what did you tell me?
Oh, I didn't tell. Oh,
Where did it?
I'm so sorry. You see, at that point, just know that you are not anywhere close to the main person at all. Maybe not even.
Anyway, but I still believe that some people are good actors. They say,
Yeah, some people
like
have
that's
put on a show.
because there are people who have more than one side person, side chick or side guy who have more than one. So how do they manage it? And then you won't know. There are some women who have, we see it everywhere now on social media and even in life. Some women have like 5 boyfriends, as backup, this
And
one.
they are managing it.
And they are managing. And the funniest is that they might even all be men or they might all be side. Because, this one now, this one is there. If this one fuck up, this one is there. This one fuck up, this one is there, Or I'm just dating all of them to know, okay, who will first ask me for my hand in marriage, So how that kind of thing now, the woman is going to be giving all of them optimum attention and care. Because you don't know who is who, you don't know what is what.
That's a real player.
The woman is just wasting.
Uh-huh.
The person is just wasting his or her own time. I mean, go and go to Nollywood and go and showcase your talent here. Because how can you be pretending? 5 people or more, maybe more than one person, and then you are doing it well, like you are hiding it.
Yes, you are doing it very well. But the average Nigerian woman or Nigerian female, they have more than one boyfriend. They have like 2, 3, you see, and they are doing it well. So.
You guys.
So
You
how
women.
but then even
Don't
men
say
are
that.
doing it. Don't say women because men too are doing it.
Very well.
And then the worst part is the men's own because they promise all of them marriage. Which is worse. I will marry you. I'm going to see your parents.
In fact,
Meanwhile, they know that maybe out of all of those was gone, there's no men there. There's none that they even want there. But then you're giving them the illusion.
Married secretly, but they will come and meet you. Okay, I want to marry you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Then, hello. You have to do polygamy. Make your intentions known from the very beginning.
Exactly. Let us know it is polygamy we are doing.
Let's know it's polygamy we are
And
doing.
let it be my choice.
Exactly.
That I want to stay in a polygamous relationship.
Don't come and meet me and say, I like you, I want to marry you. Are you married? No, I'm not.
You are what I've been looking for.
And then, okay, so what would you call that?
Now. What is he looking for?
So he's been looking for everything.
Exactly.
Everything.
They're the ones that
They say
will even
something,
start
they say-
initiating the let me go and meet your parents.
Exactly.
They say something. They say after a man's first, he never loves or they say okay after a man's first, he always looks for that first in every woman he meets moving forward.
So if we have 20 girlfriends, be looking for first.
Well, you
Okay,
can't blame
now.
a man, man. A man wants what he wants.
He wants what he wants.
He will get what he's looking for.
Okay.
Someday.
So guys, you've heard all there is to know about side pieces, side guys and side chicks, the advantages and the disadvantages. So it is left to you to decide what you want to do. Like I always say, do what works for you. But in all you're doing, always put the other party, in mind. Always put your primary relationship in mind. Carry your primary relationship or your primary partner in mind when you are doing these things. Do what works for you and enjoy the rest of this holiday season. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And my guests will be saying,
Bye.
and I'll be seeing you.
Hi, beautiful people. My name is Funke Akindele. Keep watching News Pop.